Tensions are rising in Washington, D.C. Former President Donald Trump has issued a stark warning to the city's leadership. On August 22, 2025, Trump posted on Truth Social, threatening a federal takeover if the city doesn't address what he calls false and highly inaccurate crime statistics. He accused Mayor Muriel Bowser of misleading the public about crime rates, insisting the city is far less safe than officials claim. Trump's post declared, "Washington, D.C. is safe again. No murders this week for the first time in memory," but quickly followed with a threat, "Fix the numbers or face consequences." This isn't Trump's first warning. He's repeatedly called D.C. a crime-ridden embarrassment and has pushed for federal intervention. Recently, he ordered the D.C. Metropolitan Police to provide services for federal purposes, blurring the line between local and federal law enforcement. He's also directed the Secretary of Defense to activate the D.C. National Guard, a rare move outside of emergencies. These actions signal a willingness to use federal power to override local authority. The city's administration is now on high alert, facing unprecedented pressure from the former president. Trump's aggressive stance has left many wondering, will D.C. lose control over its own streets? The threat of a federal takeover raises serious questions about the city's autonomy and the future of local governance. As the situation escalates, all eyes are on how Mayor Bowser and her team will respond. The conflict is no longer just about crime statistics, it's about who truly governs the nation's capital. With federal forces potentially stepping in, the stakes for D.C.'s independence have never been higher. The next move could redefine the balance of power between local and federal authorities. The nation waits to see what happens next. Mayor Muriel Bowser is pushing back hard against Trump's claims. She insists D.C. is safer than it's been in decades, citing a 30-year low in violent crime. Bowser acknowledges a spike in 2023, but says her administration's reforms have reversed the trend. She credits new laws and innovative policing for the turnaround, arguing the city is on the right track. Her message: D.C. is not in crisis, but in recovery. Bowser's data-driven defense challenges Trump's narrative of chaos. She frames the debate as one of facts versus fear, urging residents to trust the numbers. The mayor's stance is clear. Local leadership is working, and federal intervention is unnecessary. This clash of perspectives leaves the public to decide which story to believe. The battle for D.C.'s reputation is now front and center. Two competing stories now define Washington, D.C. Trump paints a city in crisis, demanding federal action to restore order. Bowser counters with evidence of progress, touting historic lows in violent crime. Trump's language is urgent and emotional, while Bowser's is measured and data-driven. The core dispute, whose numbers are accurate and whose vision of D.C. is real. Is the city defined by a past crime spike or by recent improvements? Trump's approach suggests local leadership has failed. Bowser argues for home rule and local success. The public is caught in the middle, trying to make sense of conflicting narratives. This isn't just about crime. It's about power, control, and the future of the capital. The outcome could set a precedent for federal intervention in local affairs. As the debate intensifies, the stakes for D.C.'s autonomy grow. The city's fate hangs in the balance. At the heart of this battle is a crucial question. Are D.C.'s crime numbers trustworthy? Accurate data is essential for public safety, policy decisions, and community trust. Flawed statistics can mislead residents, businesses, and leaders, fueling either false security or unnecessary fear. The stakes are high. Manipulated data could undermine faith in local government and law enforcement. The Department of Justice has launched an investigation into D.C.'s crime reporting. Federal investigators will scrutinize how police classify and report incidents, searching for evidence of misrepresentation. The results could either validate Bowser's claims or support Trump's accusations. Transparency is vital. The public must trust the information they receive. If the DOJ finds wrongdoing, it could shake the city's leadership to its core. If the data holds up, it strengthens the case for local control. Either way, the truth about D.C.'s safety is now under a national microscope. Washington, D.C. stands at a pivotal moment. A federal takeover would be historic, stripping local leaders of authority and reshaping the city's future. The debate has forced a reckoning over public safety and the meaning of home rule. For residents, the real question is whether their neighborhoods will become safer, regardless of politics. The outcome will send a message about democracy, autonomy, and the rights of D.C.'s 700,000 citizens. As the DOJ investigates and tensions rise, the nation is watching. The resolution will determine if D.C. moves toward greater self-governance or tighter federal control. This is more than a political fight, it's about the future of America's capital. What happens next will shape the city for years to come.